smartphones are getting bigger and bigger. So many devices today, especially flagships, are more than 150mm tall, or nearly 6 inches. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, for example, is 165.1mm tall, 6.5 inches, which is huge. While many people like big smartphones, phones at large have their share of problems. For example, they are not easy to use with one hand, and are harder to carry around in one's pocket. Some consumers still prefer small Android phones, and by small we mean devices that are less than or equal to 145mm, 5.7 inches, tall. But are there any options left? There actually are a few out there, but you might need to make some sacrifices. For example, smaller devices might have poor battery life and weaker specs as compared to their larger counterparts. But if a small form factor is important to you, the phones below are your best bets. Just keep in mind that some of them are a bit older. In today's video, you will be seeing some of the small smartphones in the world. Without any further ado, let's start the video. The Pixel lineup has been known for sporting the best specs, including the latest processors and all the features you could need. The Google Pixel 5 takes another approach by cutting some corners and making the phone more affordable. The most notable difference is that this phone doesn't come with the latest and greatest Snapdragon chipset available. Instead, the search giant has opted to go with the Snapdragon 765G, which still performs very well. In our tests, we found that this chipset is comparable to the Snapdragon 845. Other specs are as good as you would expect. You get 8GB of RAM, an amazing dual camera setup, a large OLED display, and a nice 4080 mAh battery. The phone is a lot more compact than last year's Pixel 4 XL with a height of 144.7mm. As far as small Android phones go, you can't do much better than the Samsung Galaxy S10e. Even though it is small in size with a height of just 142.2mm, it still packs many high-end features and has a reasonable price tag to boot. With the Galaxy S10e, you are getting the same high-end processor you'll find in the main Galaxy S10 Plus, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 or Exynos 9820, depending on your region. You also get up to 8GB of RAM, up to 256GB of internal storage, and a flat screen. The Galaxy S10e has a comparatively small battery at just 3100 mAh, and its camera system isn't trying to be as good as the systems on its larger siblings. Regardless, it's a great device that is still considered a small Android phone, and it's quite often available on great deals. Google has delivered a great handset with the Pixel 4a, which has a height of 144mm. Aside from the thin, light, and compact device, it succeeds and surpasses the Pixel 3a with better performance, a great camera, and an even lower price point at 30,000 rupees. Google's clean Android experience is smooth and enjoyable on the Pixel 4a, and it's very capable. That said, it's by no means a tiny little Android device at 5.81 inches, but it's light at just over 5 ounces or 142 grams. It feels like a small phone. The only negative is that, while it has good to acceptable battery levels, it's one of the best phones of 2020. The Palm phone is not just one of the small Android phones you can buy today, it is downright tiny. With a height of just 96.6mm, the device is barely larger than a credit card. Originally, the Palm phone was sold as a companion device exclusively through Verizon. It was meant to be used as a device you would take with you when having your primary phone wasn't practical. You would need a regular phone attached to a Verizon account to get it. Now you can buy the Palm phone from Verizon on its own and use it as your primary device. You can even get the unlocked version from Palm's website and then activate it on the carrier of choice. The main drawback to the Palm phone is that it's not very powerful and would probably be frustrating to use as your only smartphone. However, this list wouldn't be complete without it, and it looks pretty darn cool. The Palm phone is definitely a conversation starter, and it's down to 20,000 rupees at last check, making it much more accessible. With a height of just 135mm, the Sony's Xperia XZ Compact should be one of the top contenders in your search for the best of the small Android phones available. Not only is it small, even smaller than the Galaxy S10e, but it's also got some decent specs. The Xperia XZ Compact features the Snapdragon 845 processor, 4GB of RAM, and 64GB of storage. It also comes in 4 gorgeous colors: black, white, silver, coral pink, and moss green. It's starting to get a little outdated, but the price has dropped a long way from its initial release. It's worth looking into. That's all for today. If you want any other topics, comment them below. Also, the buying links are available in the description. If you haven't subscribed though, I would appreciate if you do so. So please subscribe my channel and turn the bell on, so that you will be updated with my topics. Till we meet in the next video, my name is Ahame, and you are watching Techno AS.